Welcome back to the channel. On this week's tour, we're in exclusive Beverly Hills, California, behind the private gates here on Oak Pass Road at a beautiful new construction modern home, currently listed at $24 million. And before we get started on this tour, I want to give a huge shout out to Josh Flagg and Spencer Payson for giving us the opportunity to share this listing with you guys. So now let's start this tour here on the exterior and grounds on this property, right through that private gate. Again, this is a private community, so two separate gates to get to your 3-stall car garage. Up this swooping herringbone brick pattern pathway, you have room for up to 10 cars here on the motor court, which is amazing for gatherings as you have direct access to that pool, which we'll get to here in just a minute. These large oak trees, which give us a lot of shading here on the main entrance with this 12-foot tall glass pivot door from width to width, height to height, covered in brick. And you have that warm wood encasing this entryway as well. Beautiful landscaping throughout with up and down lighting. This home transforms completely at night. Designed by Noah Walker in 2024 is when this build was finished. So as we start this tour on the inside, you'll also notice the wood paneling actually carries on through this 12-foot tall glass pivot door on the entire ceiling on this entire main level. So I wanted to share with you guys real quick how I originally came across this listing, and that was through the fastest growing real estate search engine, homes.com. They clearly lay out the most current price reductions and details of dream homes, just like this one, which is 6 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, 8,829 square feet. So I want to give a big thank you to homes.com for sponsoring this video, and to Estate Media as well for making this entire thing come together. Both of their links will be in the description below. So now starting this tour here in the foyer, you have this live green wall on a drip system. You have that wood paneling bringing warmth back into the space. I love this component in these modern homes, bringing nature back in. So moving over into the living room, you have this wooden slotted divider, which lets natural light and the conversation easily continue from the foyer into the gathering room here. We've got the powder room behind me, which is probably the most commonly used room in this entire home. So we also have the clad brick columns throughout this home. And then right off the powder room, we've got this leathered granite countertop that flows all the way to the wet bar area. This just really opens up. This house is super open concept. All these glass doors open up as well and lets the party continue onto the pool deck. I like how they kept this open with just artwork and didn't add a TV in here. So again, this home was built for entertaining. All these doors open up onto that pool deck. And we also have an outdoor grilling area as well with views of the lower valley and of course, a nice dining setup with seating for 8. So right here at the wet bar, seating for 4, more of that leathered granite. We've got everything you would need in here, the ice machine, the wine cooler, the mini fridge. Above, you have hand plastering, a nice chandelier fixed in white oak, and an architectural sound system throughout this home. This is a smart home, all protected by Crestron. So from a push of a button from any wall in this home, you can turn on the music, you can set the vibe. Again, this home, like I mentioned, is built for entertaining. We're gonna do more entertaining over here in the formal dining room. So you've got 10-foot tall white oak pocket doors, which steps into your circular dining room. It gets more intimate in here, more closed off. You can close all these pocket doors up. You even have a butler's pantry to my left with a 6-burner gas stove, circular chandelier above that table, and you even have a temperature-controlled wine display. So just imagine you have your friends over and family, you're hanging out by the gas fireplace here in the formal dining room. You've got the chef cooking up something just off your formal kitchen. Overall, just a really great place to chill and hang out with friends and family. There's another one of those white oak pocket doors again. Through this 10-foot tall pocket door, you can close or open it back up to the kitchen where we have 2 oversized waterfall edged islands, all book matched. And on the back here, we have 2 Subzero refrigerators, more book matched marble with a built-in Miele espresso machine. And what's really cool about this right here is these pull open. So if you don't want to see this mess that's happening, you can close that all off really quickly. If you have people coming over, you want to hide groceries or anything right there. And then behind me, through this alleyway, we have 2 Subzero refrigerators, a deep sink off to my right, and a smaller one for, obviously cooking and preparing other ingredients out here on these large countertops, built-in microwave, and also a 6-burner gas stove top right here with a pot filler, of course. More marble inlaid on the back and on the countertops over here. Above, we have these really cool brass chandeliers, 2 of them, and they almost look like something out of like a sci-fi movie hanging from the ceiling. And also You're gonna notice the cabinets almost go to the ceiling, but there's still like a little cutout right there on the baseboards and then everywhere throughout this home on the drywall, giving you that cool floating effect. So this is the climax of the home. 50 feet in length, 12 foot in height. These pocket doors open up onto your covered patio and the pool deck overlooking the lower valley here. We have a beach entry pool with the zero edge spa. And then over here we have this pea gravel with the gas fire pit. Again, you can walk on all this, it's covered. We have real grass out here, no fake stuff, just like the green wall in the formal entry. We even have more lawn chairs set up on the decking, outdoor kitchen, and then the outdoor seating area as well. So coming down here, I want to also point out this really cool detail. So this tile is all custom cut. So these doors, when they slide out and go back in, there's no sort of lip. It's all perfectly smooth. Just a really nice, thoughtful detail there. We also have more seating covered as well, architectural sound system on the outside of this property. And from where I'm standing on this patio, you can actually look all the way into the entry where we started this tour through that picture frame window. Just again, the amount of indoor-outdoor float that this home provides is amazing, just very well thought out by the architects. We got a beautiful olive tree providing some shade for people in the pool and on the yard space. This pea gravel also is illuminated with uplighting, downlighting. You're gonna notice these little black pieces inside this gray tile. That'll provide some downlighting as well on this textured path. So continuing down this gray tile, more lawn chairs set up for people to relax either here or on the actual grass. Another lounge area amongst these trees, all shaded and ready for people to kind of grab a glass of wine and hang out with friends and family and go to and from this house as it's super, super open. But now let's go back inside and continue the tour. Now transitioning into the formal living room, I first want to touch on a highlight of this home. Centered in the very middle of this house is this white oak staircase, which leads you up to that second level, illuminated with that recessed lighting. I love the glass. Again, everything in this house is made around natural light. So love that they added that element, which leads you also down to that movie theater in the basement, which we'll get to here in just a moment. So right here in the living room, tons of natural light. Once again, picture frame windows everywhere. You can see people coming in and out of your private gate, gas fireplace, hand plastering on the walls. And then as well, you have recessed lighting right here on that white oak, which lines the entire second level of this 2-height ceiling in the living room. So we've got low profile seating everywhere in this house, complementing the pastels and tones of this house. You also have architectural sound system built into the walls for extra bass here in the gathering room. This wraps around to an elevator as well. So you have direct access when you park your cars in the lower garage up to the main level or to the primary suite just above. Down the hall, we're gonna step into our second powder room. Floating vanity with more recessed lighting, just creating for that cool floating effect. Speaking of the floating effect that this house continues, is the drywall here. You're gonna notice there's no baseboards, there's no crown. Everything has about an inch or so of space, creating this really cool floating effect. So here at our first bedroom of 6 in this house, you have the king size beds up here just for size reference. Around the corner, we have a walk-in custom oak closet, and we also have an ensuite. So all these bedrooms are gonna have ensuites. So in here, you're gonna find a marble countertop, floating vanity once again with more lighting underneath, and a walk-in shower with a marble bench seat and slate gray tile in that walk-in shower. Now pushing back out of this room, we're gonna head down the hallway as this oak on the ceiling guides us to a couple more rooms on this main level before we head upstairs. Got that recessed lighting illuminating the space, and you also have illumination coming in a natural way through these picture frame windows. You also have a central vacuum system in this home. So if you have cleaners or you're taking care of the house that day, you can just pull that out and it's super easy, all stored away, super clean. Off to my left, frameless doorways everywhere. This is another bedroom, but being currently staged as an office. So imagine having this as your office, having these doors open on a nice, cool, breezy California day, and this is where you're getting your work done. I just love these walls. Everything just feels like it's floating. Got the sound system in here as well. Just a great place to get some work done. So since this is a bedroom, they're all fixed with en-suites. We have a custom white oak closet to my left, and to my right, we have an oversized vanity, again, floating, illuminated on the bottom. Really nice exposure behind this mirror, and then a similar vibe happening here in the walk-in shower, but this time we actually have hand plastering throughout the entire inside and outside of the shower here in this space. So now continuing down this hallway, we have a Himalayan salt sauna off to my left, encased in cedar, and that backlighting really illuminates the space, creating for a really cool intimate spot right off your in-home gym. So you've got the bike setup, the rowing machine, and views of the lower valley. So after your workout, you can open up all these sliding glass doors, jump in the pool, and then head over from the pool to your Himalayan salt sauna for recovery. And then right outside this door, you could even put a cold plunge tub right here, and then head into your ensuite to rinse off in your steam shower. So you have this kind of slate gray subway tile from the entire height. And then you also have recessed lighting again here in the shower even. And you also have a little vent right here to get the steam in and out to control that. Really nice detail, of course, here in the spa area on this side of the home. More of the floating vanity theme continuing. Now pushing back down this hallway, we're gonna head up that floating staircase and check out the primary suite. Now heading down the hallway and up this floating staircase to the second level, as I mentioned earlier, we do have that elevator access around the fireplace here in the living room, but you gotta take the staircase up. It's beautiful against that white oak, the recessed lighting illuminating each step. I also like the black painted metal encasing this glass railing. Creates a really nice contrast against this warm wood on these two height ceilings. So as we get to the second level, you'll notice this vertical white oak going the entire height of this second floor with more recessed lighting. And I really like how they chose a glass railing instead of any sort of wood element. Again, tying in the metal, the wood, the glass to let more natural light flow down to that main level. Now stepping through this 8-foot tall solid white oak pivot door into your primary suite. This is kind of your lounge, chill area right here. And then just off, we have a skylight illuminating your wet bar and a built-in Miele espresso machine, which is perfect. More recessed lighting on those custom white oak built-ins, as well over here on this marble gas fireplace. You're gonna notice those recessed lightings on these white oak built-ins. The recessed lighting is just everywhere in this home. We have a white oak vertical slatted wood divider separating you, but without dividing completely in this open concept layout. King size bed, just for size reference again, more white oak built-ins around the entire thing with display lighting on your artwork above the headboard. And you can probably imagine if you lived here, your morning routine looks a little bit different than everyone else's. Imagine waking up out of your bed, walking over to your espresso machine, hitting the Crestron touchpad on the wall as these doors automatically open up for you, walking out on your patio and just taking in the Beverly Hills sun and overlooking the grounds and your pool deck here from this elevated surface. It's just a great place to hang out as well, to get away from the rest of the property. But now coming back inside, I also want to note on a little bit of detail as we walk across these 9-inch wide white oak floors. Again, the flooring changed from downstairs to upstairs. That is the exhaust fan. And then traditionally, we're gonna see those on the floors and on the ceilings. So again, it speaks to the attention to detail that Noel Walker had in mind when designing this home, from the natural light, the skylights, the dividers, and then opening it back up to the primary suite bathroom. So this is a boutique inspired closet, the circular chandelier above your little get ready area. There's glass fixed on the top of these custom white oak cabinets. You can have your watches and everything lined right here. You've got suede on the inside of these cabinets as well. I love the black contrast again that we saw on the staircase and throughout the home, added in to the closet. But pushing back out, we're gonna head into the actual bathroom. So you're gonna notice more hand plastering on the walls. We've got marble finishes on the lower half of these as well. Double vanity set up right here. And I love the soft touches and the warm feeling that you get when you enter the space, including with these sconces. They're fogged over, which diffuses the light even more in the space, as we do also have a skylight, more recessed lighting on the entire width and on the entire height and width of these walls is just more marble, fogged glass for privacy off to my left, and a walk-in shower with gold touches and hardware everywhere in here. And my favorite, we've got the steam shower with the rainfall shower head. And if you want to let some steam out of the shower, you just vent this like so. And then also you have a touchpad inside the actual walk-in shower that controls the amount of steam that you're putting in here. So making our way out of the bathroom, I want to check out a couple more key details here in the lounge area that I think are really important. So we also have behind the couch a subwoofer built in to the actual wall, and then more architectural sound system on the ceiling, creating for a really cool vibe here in the suite. So continuing on, we have 10-foot tall glass sliding doors, again, all automatic. Everything's from that Crestron pad that is on each of the walls here. So you have this partially covered patio with these beams that help diffuse some of that direct sunlight that you get here on the second level. Now, as we step down into the second bedroom up here, this is, I would say, the guest suite. If you're staying the night here, this is where you're hanging out. So you've got the king size bed set up just for size reference. You have these 10-foot tall glass sliding doors, again, all automatic, revealing your deck, which mirrors the other side of this house. And of course, just like every bedroom in this house, we have custom white oak cabinetry built into that closet. And then here inside the ensuite, just like every room, we have this warm tile here in the shower tub combo. And you'll notice the light kind of going across this texture tile, which I really like. Creates a really nice warm effect. Got the fogged glass behind me for additional privacy. Another floating vanity with a marble countertop with more of that lighting illuminating on the bottom, creating for that floating effect that we have everywhere throughout this house. We also have that track system up here as well. Everything is seamless here, clean lines everywhere throughout this home, including here as we go into our third bedroom on this level. So these cabinets almost look like they're not here because they blend in with each other and the flooring with that white oak. Here's that elevator access, so you can go straight from the garage all the way up here if you're a guest here, go straight into one of your bedrooms, or obviously the primary suite just over there we went into. So stepping into the final bedroom up here, we've got respectively picture frame windows on this queen size bed, just for the size reference of this room. Another closet, kind of mimicking that other side, and the bathroom as well mimics the other one with that fogged privacy glass. And here with all the texture elements and a floating vanity once again. All right, now I think it's time that we head back downstairs and we check out that movie theater room we were talking about earlier in this tour. So as we head down to the bottom level in that movie theater room, got more of that hand plaster on the wall, more of the white oak with the recessed lighting below illuminating every step. You also have this lower window which allows more light to flood in as we go down to the basement. This is all tile off to my right, which wraps around this hallway. Notice the floating drywall once again and the recessed lighting. The theme has been continued on every single floor. So down this hallway, off to my right, we have a powder room, which is used for the theater. And you also have the laundry room, the elevator, and more storage access down this hallway. But now I want to take you guys into the movie theater room, and then straight ahead is that 3-stall car garage with, of course, the direct elevator access. So in here, you can probably notice the sound quality get a little bit better here on the mic through the video, as we got soundproofing on the walls, ceilings, and this is suede. So you even have really nice touches in here, more recessed lighting on the stairs, and we even have outlets that are flush in the actual stair as well itself, and more recessed lighting on the ceiling. Once again, we have it everywhere throughout this home. Stadium style seating up here. We've got the projector, and just a really cool vibe in here. But now I want to bring you guys back out onto the main level where we're going to conclude this tour. And I wanted to thank you guys so much for making it this far on this week's tour. A big thank you to Homes.com for sponsoring this video, to Josh Flagg, Spencer Payson, and Estate Media for making this tour happen. We tour homes like this all the time, so if you haven't already, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next episode.